Tonight, when the lights go out, your brain may betray you. Not loudly, not dramatically, just enough to make a jacket look like a person. Just enough to make a chair look like something crouching in the corner. Just enough to make one tiny sound from the hallway feel like a warning. You know the door is locked. You know the room is safe. You know nothing is standing there. So why does your body still react before your mind can calm it down? Because darkness is not just the absence of light. To your brain, darkness is the absence of proof. The moment the room goes dark, your eyes stop giving clean answers. Edges soften. Corners disappear. Distance becomes uncertain. Ordinary objects lose their shape and become unfinished ideas. And your brain hates unfinished ideas, so it finishes them. A shadow becomes a figure. A creak becomes a footstep. A blank corner becomes a possibility. But why does your brain choose the scary possibility first? Because it was built by knights that were not safe. For most of human history, darkness was not cozy. It was not a bedroom, a blanket, a phone screen, and a switch on the wall. Darkness was the moment your ancestors became weaker, slower, and easier to surprise. The world did not go quiet after sunset. It changed owners. Predators with better night vision began moving. Insects started calling. Wind carried sounds farther. Fires became islands of safety inside a much larger sea of black. Your ancestors did not need perfect information. They needed early warnings. What happens to a brain that survives by guessing before it knows? It becomes suspicious. This is why darkness feels bigger than it really is. In daylight, your brain can compare, measure, and correct. It sees the jacket, the chair, the hallway, the harmless pile of laundry on the floor. At night, those details vanish. So your brain leans on prediction. It uses memory, fear, sound, and imagination to build a version of the room before vision can confirm it. This is not a mistake. This is one of the oldest tricks your nervous system owns. Your brain is not a camera. It is a prediction machine. It does not simply record the world. It tries to guess what the world means before the full evidence arrives. And in darkness, the evidence arrives late. So the guess gets louder. Have you ever noticed that a sound feels sharper at night? The house settles. A pipe ticks. A branch taps a window. During the day, you barely notice it. At night, the same sound can pull your attention like a hand on your shoulder because your brain has fewer visual facts to compete with it. When sight weakens, sound becomes important. When sound becomes important, uncertainty grows. And when uncertainty grows, fear gets permission to speak. The neuroscientist Joseph LeDoux helped show why fear can move faster than calm thought. Your brain has pathways that can react to possible danger before your conscious mind has fully explained what is happening. That is why you can jump before you understand. That is why your heart can race before you have a reason. That is why a shadow can scare you first and embarrass you second. Your thinking brain eventually catches up and says, "Relax. It is only a coat." But your body already moved. Why would a brain be designed to scare you too early? Because being wrong in one direction was safer. If your ancestor mistook a shadow for a predator, the cost was stress. Maybe a faster heartbeat. Maybe one embarrassed moment beside the fire. But if your ancestor mistook a predator for a shadow, the cost could be everything. So your brain learned a brutal rule. Better to panic and be alive than stay calm and be wrong. That rule still lives inside you. It does not care that your room has Wi-Fi. It does not care that your door has a lock. It does not care that the glowing rectangle beside your bed can summon light, maps, music, messages, and food. Some deeper part of you still remembers a world where night meant exposure. Can a modern brain really carry such ancient fear? Yes. Not as a memory you can describe. As a bias. A bias is a quiet tilt in the way your brain makes decisions. It is not a full thought. It is a direction. And in darkness, your brain tilts toward caution. The psychologist Martin Seligman called this kind of thing preparedness. The idea is simple. Some fears are easier for humans to learn because they once mattered for survival. Snakes, spiders, heights, dark places. Your brain is not equally ready to fear everything. It is more ready to fear things that could have harmed bodies like yours long before streets, houses, and hospitals existed. That is why an empty dark room can feel more threatening than a dangerous machine you use every day. Your ancient brain did not evolve around electrical outlets and speeding cars. It evolved around teeth, cliffs, storms, sickness, strangers, and night. Does that mean fear of the dark is childish? No.